Hello and welcome aboard the incredible new Rinker Captiva 236 Cuddy. With the introduction of the 236 bow rider last year, you guys demanded a Cuddy version. Beautiful boat. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the bow of the 236 Cuddy. As you can see, by having that Cuddy cabin enclosed there, we got a nice expansive bow deck, all covered with that non-skid surface, and with the walk-through windshield, of course, that's going to provide very easy passage up into the cabin if you wanted to board that way. Nice size anchor locker here. As you can see, that recess as well. And what we've done here is mold in a slot for that rope to come right through there. So you've got it tied off in here. It's going to come through here and not going to chafe. Going to help keep you in position as well. Beautiful stainless steel pull-up cleats. That logo right there. And new for this year, let me get down here and show you this. This is a new gel color. This is called Sky Blue, and as you can see out here in the sun, really striking. We get that full hull job and also coordinated with the canopy and upholstery accents as well. Down under here, as you can see, we've got the now standard LED docking lights. Those are going to be so much better than the traditional halogen style. They're going to last longer, they're going to be brighter, they're going to make it easier for you to pull this boat up onto a trailer or into the marina at the end of the day. Let's take a look at the cockpit of the 236 Cuddy. We'll take a look at the cabin in just a second, but as we pointed out from the bow shot there, we got a nice big hatch opening. It's going to provide a lot of ventilation down into that Cuddy berth. And of course, we've got a walk-through windshield here as well. That's going to allow you easy access down into the cockpit area. And note one thing that Rinker is really famous for. They mold in the steps leading up to the bow deck right into the mate's helm here. A lot of times you'll see steps like this molded directly into the cabin door. What that's going to do is that's going to mean that you may not have access to the steps if the cabin door is open. So this way you can slide it right open, and of course that's not going to affect your access to the bow at all. We've got also that also allows us to do a different sort of material here for the door, which allows natural light in, so you're not quite so closed off. If you actually mold the steps into the door, it's going to have to be made of a fiberglass material like you see here, and of course that's not going to be translucent at all. Stepping back just to the left side of these steps, you got the mate's helm here, nice stainless steel grab handle, a really nice smoke lockable glove box, and that's going to really reveal your entertainment system on this boat. You've got a optional Sony Bluetooth stereo, so no more futzing around with wires. It's all going to be wireless. Simply pair your phone or your iPod with this stereo system, and you can play, anyone on board can play their own music. Also, to keep that device charged during the day, we've got a convenient 12-volt outlet as well. And of course, when you put this down, it's going to help keep that sun from shining right down onto your device. And of course, that is lockable as well if you pull up to a marina to go have lunch. We've got a mate's chair here that's identical to the captain's chair. Notice the beautiful upholstery touches, and we've also got a bolster here for the mate as well. When you're bringing the boat in after a long day on the water, nice to be able to see up and over the windshield. Just gives you plenty more visibility. If you're participating in water sports, you're going to have somebody watching out for other boats and that sort of thing. So that's just a really handy feature. And just notice that beautiful color-coordinated upholstery touches. We talked about that sky blue gel coat color that's new for this year. Notice carrying that through on the chair, and even the padding along the side of the boat here. Instead of leaning up against that fiberglass, you're just going to have a nice spot to rest there. Of course, that also allows us to introduce this really beautiful sky blue color as an accent color down here in the cockpit. Notice the recessed area down here as well. There are 3 cup holders. We've also got a Sony speaker down here to go with that Bluetooth system. But also there's a little raised edge here, so anything you put in there, you know it's not going to pop out when you're underway. Just a really, really nice design. Of course, the 236 Cuddy has this full wraparound windshield as well, which is going to really help keep that morning wind out of your face if you get an early start or bringing that boat home later in the evening. Over here at the helm, you can see everything's beautifully laid out. Nice oversized, high contrast Faria gauges, including a depth finder there. All those switches right there at your fingertips. Of course, we got a nice surface here for placing your sunglasses or your wallet or your cell phone up there while you're going. Also a nice little storage area here. A remote for that stereo, because as we said, it's in that lockable glove box over there. And since you don't have any wires attached, there's really no reason to have full access to the radio. That helps protect that radio, keep it out of the elements. We've also got a really beautiful steering wheel here, easily adjustable, any position for the captain. Certainly get comfortable driving this boat. Again, we've got that flip-up bolster, those beautiful touches on the upholstery here, convenient throttle position, and again, one of these recessed cavities here with 3 cup holders and another Sony speaker. New for this year with Rinker, we've got this beautiful new carpet option. It's called Silver Mist, and that darker color really makes this boat pop. As you can see, that's going to be very, very easy to take care of. And since that snap-in carpet comes in pieces, you can just pop that out. If you just needed to take one section out and clean the carpet, it's going to be very easy to do. Simply pop it back in. You can also pop all of the carpet out and just give the whole cockpit here a nice rinse down. Of course, that's going to easily drain over the side. Also, take a look at this. A really, really nice size in-floor locker. That's going to be self-draining, nicely finished, and as you can see, very deep. Store plenty of items down in here, life jackets, any other supplies that you may need to bring along for the day on the water. We're down here in the Cuddy berth, as you can see. Lots of room down here for a boat this size. Sometimes you see the Cuddy really kind of skimp on the room, but you can see a full beam here. Very large berth as well. You can get the kids down here to take a nap. You can overnight on this boat. Really beautiful design. Notice at the far end here, we've got the all-new Brazil wood in all the Rinker Cuddys and Express Cruisers for 2014. 2 of those Sony speakers down here. Several different dome lights, really handy at night. You can control those directly on the device, so if you're down here, you don't need to head back up to the helm or another panel to find your switches. You just activate those right there. We've opened up the top hatch up on that bow deck, and you can see very, very nice size, plenty of ventilation down here. You can also get a handy screen for that, so leave it open. Gosh, there's nothing better than sleeping on a boat, just having it rock you to sleep and having that gentle breeze move through. Speaking of that, we've also got cross ventilation on either side, so when you got that bow door closed, you can open those. They're screened also, so you can pop those open, get a nice circulation going in here. Really adds to the comfort. It's going to really encourage you to spend more time out on this boat. Beautiful padding, as you can see here, thick mattresses, and very interesting designs here. I want to show you if I can. Lots of storage, by the way. There's Brazil wood on the forward side of this cabin as well. Really a beautiful, nice wood. It's not as dark as some, so it really helps lighten up this cabin. Right now, the aft part of the berth here is set up with 2 chairs. As you can see, I'm sitting in one. There's one directly across from me there. And interesting design, very, very clever design to maximize the amount of usability here. Maybe that folks wouldn't want to come down here all the time if it was just one solid surface, so they can come down here, especially if it's rainy, just want to get out of the sun for a few minutes. It's a really nice spot to come down. However, when it comes time to sleep, this is nice for kids, but when we fold down, this side here and then flip this pad over on top of it, we can do the same thing on both sides now. Now you've really extended the amount of sleeping area that you have here Got to make it much more comfortable. A very, very convenient design, making full use out of those the extra space that is sometimes lost on either side. Now here's another great design. We're going to flip this up, and that's going to reveal more of that really nice Brazil wood. Try and get out of the way here so you can see. But if we raise this, that is going to reveal a very cleverly hidden necessity on board if you're going to be overnighting, especially if you've got kids on board, or just folks who haven't been out on the boat very often. This kind of makes them feel more at home here. We've got a very nice hideaway porta potty, extremely convenient, and as you can see, you never would have known that it was here. It's cleverly designed to stow away very nicely. Put this back down, flip this back down, and you've got your berth all put back together. We're in the rear cockpit lounge on the 236, and I just want to show you the amazing amount of comfort that you can get back here. Plenty of room to get several folks along the bench. Not only the beautiful design with the incredible upholstery touches, but also things like this thigh bolster. It's really going to make it more comfortable, especially when the boat is underway. Some great features back here that are kind of hidden, so let's point those out now. The first thing is an incredibly smart original Rinker design. One of the designers actually at the Rinker facility came up with this idea and just developed it, and now it's part of all the Rinker sport boats and cruisers. It's called the Ice, and you'll soon see why. It's really an ingenious padding there that is going to reveal a portal to a cooler, which is tucked directly underneath this seat, and there's a sliding door on top of that cooler. So you have your drinks all iced down in there. No more of that having to ask somebody to get up in order to lift up a seat and then have access to the cooler. By the way, lifting that entire cooler door open every time in the process. This way it's going to certainly be more convenient. You're going to keep your ice quite a bit longer. And when you're finished, just slide that door closed and replace the cushion right where it belongs. You never have to get up. Everyone can just slide over for a short ways, and you got perfect access to it there. Let's move around to this side here. And one of the great features on Rinker MTX and this 236 Cuddy is the incredible walkthrough. These are all standard on Rinkers, and the expansive sun pad, which we'll look at in just a second. The starboard side of that just lifts right up, provides access to the swim platform, the transom back here. If we take this cushion away, you'll notice that that same non-skid surface is covering this. This is a self-draining hatch, perfect for those fenders, dock lines, anything else you're going to need when you're out on the water, bringing it back into the dock. Easy access, as we said. We'll replace that in a sec to show you the full sun pad again. But moving around here, we've got another recessed area here with two cup holders, and again, that raised edge is going to prevent anything you've got in here from sliding right out, even when the boat's running. Another stainless grab handle here. If you've got folks that don't get out on the water very often, it's very nice to give them a nice stable place to grab onto. Just helps them feel a little more secure about that. Another great innovative Rinker exclusive is this jump seat that's built into the wall of the boat here. Even though we've got plenty of seating for lots of folks, it never hurts to have an extra place to kind of mix things up. So all we do here, of course, that beautiful upholstery is built right into the wall here, and these tabs, you're simply going to pull that out, fold out that stainless steel seat, and you've got a very nice jump seat. It's going to really enclose this. Now we've got a matching one of these on either side of this boat, so that's 2 extra seats. Haven't deployed that one yet, but 2 extra seats to get comfortable, mix things up, bring along a few more folks, really have a fun day out on the water. carrying through that beautiful sky blue color we saw in the upholstery accents and the gel coat on the side of the boat. Also color coordinated bimini top here. That's a really high quality bimini, and this year the protective boot that comes with it is going to be made out of the exact same kind of material as the bimini itself. So that beautiful Rinker logo right into it. That's going to mean that the protective boot is going to weather and be easy to care for, just like the bimini. Just a really nice touch. Of course, you see the stainless steel frame there. That's a very strong design, very stable, even when you have the bimini deployed while you're underway. On the port side of the 236, again, we've got one of these incredible jump seats that folds right out, like we demonstrated on the other side. Another one of those matching stainless grab handles. And on this side, we've also got an 800-watt Sony Marine subwoofer. Really provides a great sound on this boat. We got those Sony speakers all the way through the boat, including that forward cabin. And this just really adds that depth of sound. Again, that's recessed with 2 cup holders. Nice little storage area there. Something you're going to find on all Rinkers is a feature that you may take for granted, but it's really an ingenious thing built right in here into this expansive sun pad we'll look at in a second. Just pop this open, much like we did with that ice chest earlier, and you've got a removable trash receptacle. All those wrappers, all those cans, anything you accumulate while you're out on the water, especially if there's kids on board, just stow those right in here. They're out of the way. They're very easy to get rid of when you get back to the dock. Take a look at this really expansive sun pad. You can see how thick this is. It's extremely comfortable. Of course, when you're laying out at the when you're beached or rafting up or at the dock like this, very comfortable place to lay out and catch some rays. Just relax. If you've got some, a nice cloudy day, take a nap back here. We've got a bolster here, and what that's going to do is that's going to help prevent that feeling that you're going to roll off the end of the pad. Just kind of give you that extra little sensation that you're kind of held onto this pad. Of course, you'll never be on this pad when you're underway, but a very comfortable place to catch some rays during the day. Again, carrying that beautiful upholstery, those design accents are just incredible on this boat. Here's another neat feature that's standard on this boat, Rinker 236 Cuddy, is a rumble seat. Very easy to deploy, simply lifts right up out of that sun pad, and if you're like me and really enjoy hanging out on the back of the boat, that is absolutely the best part of any boat. As we'll see in just a second, this particular boat has a lot more going on back here than most, so being able to have this adjustable headrest, do it at more of a recline or more straight up. Back here talking, hanging out, watching the kids swim. Just a great place to stage before you're going to do some water sports. Really, really nice feature. We'll take a look at that deployed from the other side in just a second. But again, just look at the incredible amount of space we have here. That also means that we've got handy access to the engine compartment. This particular boat has a Mercury 5.0 MPI motor. One of the things that's really going to distinguish this particular boat is how much room you have around the engine area. You can really get down in there, climb down in there. There's storage. It's nicely finished, so it's very easy to clean. You can have a dual battery system put in. You can really play those tunes. Make sure you don't run that battery down with a battery switch. But any kind of routine maintenance, anything you want to do to the engine, check the oil, any of that kind of stuff, very, very, very easy to get to. And when you're done, simply close that lid back up and you're on your way. We're back here on the stern of the 236 Cuddy. As you can see, we flipped up the rumble seat in that expansive sun pad. Nice reclined position, so as we were talking about before, great place to hang out here with your friends, just enjoy the view or watch the kids swimming. Really an incredible spot. Also, if you're going to be doing any water sports, a great place to put your wakeboard on, water skis, and even prep the towable if the kids are going to be riding in the tube. Check out the expansive swim platform we've got here. This is a molded in part of the boat. It's not bolted on like some you'll see, and it really adds not only a great design feature, but it certainly adds to the amount of functionality you have back here that allows Rinker to make the swim platform the full beam of the boat. So that's going to carry all the way back, and notice just how deep it is here. Covered with that non-skid surface, also with the ski toe eye here, that stainless ski toe eye built right in, a really handy feature and always out of the way. Also, by making the swim platform so deep, that's going to really help cover that IO stern drive back here. Just an extra safety feature. Even a few extra inches is going to really help protect you from any experience you might have down there with the outdrive. Very easy to get back into this boat if you've been out swimming. Flip this up here and show you. We've got a telescoping boarding ladder that shifts right down, folds right into the water. Very easy to climb back up into the boat. And pull that right down. And then the great thing about this hatch is it folds completely flat with the deck, so you're not going to trip over it when you're back here. Just notice all those great touches with that stainless steel hardware. Really glistens out here in the sun, makes this boat extremely versatile and useful. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this look at the all-new Rinker Captiva 236 Cuddy. Lots of space in that Cuddy. One of the best party platforms on the back of any boat on the water. Till next time, this is Captain Steve.